figure. I don't know why I feel so nervous. So basically, I wanted to make this video for such a long time, and I'm so sorry about the mess at the back. It's just because we've moved into this house, and then we knew we were gonna like change it up a lot and like clean it up properly, but then all of a sudden we're moving again. So if you don't know me, I'll do a quick introduction actually. My name is Gozde and I live in South Korea. I live in Suwon at the moment. I used to live in Busan, which is like a really beautiful coastal city, but now I've moved like closer up to Seoul. But in about a month's time, we'll be moving to Incheon, as my new school will be located in Incheon. And that's a whole other story. But the reason why I'm actually really like keen to make this video is because over the past few years I've seen and I've felt motivated actually from a lot of YouTube channels, and I kind of wanted to do a similar thing as well, but every time I do it I stop, I start, and maybe it's just because I feel so, I don't know why I feel so pressured, like not in the sense that like millions are watching, but like in the sense that like I'm too afraid to make a fool out of myself. Sorry, I got really nervous. I don't know why I keep getting nervous. Let me take another sip of water. Anyway, I'll get into it. So before I like started working out, I would have these crazy binges and I would eat and eat and eat, and I would just sit and like watch like YouTube or like TV for like 6-7 hours and would not stop snacking. Like when I mean wouldn't stop, like I'd feel, I don't know if this has ever happened to anyone, but like it probably has, when you burp, like you feel like all of your organs are gonna like come out of you. It's a really disgusting feeling, and why would you like get yourself to that stage but you keep repeating yourself at the same time? So that like cycle of like self-sabotage is like a really bad I think habit I got into, and I wasn't even realizing it when I got into it, because sometimes you don't want to like label yourself as a specific thing, so you don't put yourself into that state of mind. But like I was actually binge eating, but then I decided that and this was just as we entered like quarantine season, so it was like 2020 I would say March, when like corona got like really severe in the UK, well everywhere in the world, but I was in the UK at the time. And then I decided that I was gonna like get healthy, but as I started to do that, I actually started putting on more weight. So at that time I think I progressed really quickly onto 74 kilos. I had days where I was like 76, but I couldn't even like video that to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get back up and like, you know, motivate myself, because it was so I felt like I had murdered someone. It was so bad. I felt so guilty for gaining so much weight, and it's just like you shouldn't be feeling like that, because you're harming yourself, which is a really bad thing to do anyway. But it's just like, maybe sometimes instead of putting yourself into like a deeper hole, you should like just snap out of it and be like, okay, this is one freak day, I'm gonna, you know, go for a walk and clean myself up. And that's what I started doing actually. My mom and my sister and my dad was my biggest support system, so they would like really want me to go for walks with them, and we would do like 16,000 17,000 steps. So that was a massive motivation within itself, and for a few days I kept that up, but then I'd come home and like binge just as much. So that was, at least there was that like fitness balance, but it still wasn't enough to, you know, like get me motivated. So fast forward to July, we then flew to Turkey, where we went to our farmhouse, and that's when I really started like changing again and going back to more basic habits, and like really minimalizing like what I started putting into my body, not so much in quantity, not so much the quantity, but like the quality of it. So I you know, like wasn't I didn't like have vanilla syrup in my coffee or something, or like I stopped drinking milk. I minimize my rice, my, you know, like my pasta, which I really love. But then I later on felt that it was actually what was preventing me from going to the toilet and making my metabolism work fast. So I did all of those, and then I was also going for walks and swimming, and you know, with the sunshine you naturally lose weight. So I went down to around 63 kilos. And then in October I moved out to Korea, which is when I actually started losing weight properly, because I was going for walks almost every day, 20,000 steps. I stopped eating, although rice, it like comes with all the dishes, I minimized the amount of rice I ate, and pasta and bread, and to be honest, with candy, with like sweets and chocolate, I kind of kept that the same, because for me eating chocolate and eating sweets is a really big enjoyment, and I get a lot of happiness from eating like junk, but only sweets and chocolate, not so much like crisps and others. And I do like cookies though. So for me, I had to make a compromise. I was like, all right, you're either gonna eat like eat 3 big meals a day, or you're either gonna like enjoy what you do right now. You can snack, and you need to kind of like just eat basic proteins for your main meals. So that's what I started doing. Actually, I actually now start my mornings. It's really unhealthy, but it's healthy for my mentality right now. And I've been there when I was like really clean, and like I wasn't eating any junk, and I was having all gluten-free stuff, and I was having like refined sugar-free stuff. I've been there, I've done that, and for me that does not work. And I don't know, I don't want to like, I have no knowledge about like any of this, but from my experience, which some philosophers say you get most of your knowledge from experience, I believe that it wasn't maintainable and it wasn't sustainable for me. It was really, really expensive, and you kind of think, oh, I'm having this as gluten-free, I'm having this as refined sugar-free, this only has dates and almonds and, you know, all of these, and I'm only eating at Whole Foods. And when you think like that, and then you spend like £25 on like 1 oat milk and like 3-4 snacks, and you're still hungry, and then you go and get your McDonald's after, it just doesn't make any sense for me personally. So now I'm just like, if I'm gonna have Snickers, I'm gonna have Snickers, and then I'll go for a walk twice as long. So that's what I've like really changed. I've stopped being like obsessive over all of those like refined sugar free, like gluten free, carb free, like all of this. I have nothing against people that, you know, like I respect people that follow that route. I just couldn't. For me, it counteracted everything else I was doing. When it comes to water as well, you need to drink a lot. Like summertime I drink about 4 liters of water a day, so like big 2-liter bottles. And in the winter, I don't know why I've like downgraded myself to 2 liters a day, but that's just the bottle. So I have other glasses on the side, so it probably like equals up to 3 liters of water a day. Or I'll have like 5 or 6 of these or 7 of these, depending on my vibe. But like I do drink a lot of water. It feels like it helps clean my skin. I feel less hungry, because sometimes I can't separate if I'm hungry or if I'm thirsty, so I can now like separate that as well. Got thirsty. And finally, not finally, but I would say, yeah, the biggest thing is walking. During summertime, I was walking. I would wake up at like 7 a.m. in the morning and go for walks by the beach for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours, get my coffee, black iced Americano, and would just walk by the beach. And obviously, like, if I heard this as me sitting in my bedroom, sitting in the bedroom at home in London, I'd be like, what beach do you want me to find to walk to? Like, where am I gonna go walk in Edmonton Green, like in the flipping mall, you know? Like, but it's just like, when you make that a habit, it's like the grass isn't green like on the other side, the grass is really green where you water it. And it's just like, if you make that your routine, and if you make that your vibe, then you're gonna get used to it, and you're gonna love even what you like really dislike. So I think if I was in that situation, I'd just really force myself to do it, or I'd find myself somewhere that's like prettier or safer, because there's also that big thing in like Korea is really, really, really safe, so you can like walk anywhere you want, which is the biggest luxury I think I've ever felt in my entire life as a woman. I've never felt safe enough to be able to walk anywhere in London, especially because I was attacked at a very young age by like 5 girls. Just hateful stupid experience, but after that you become more, you know, like fearful. So I'm very, very lucky that I can just like go anywhere and walk anywhere, and that's the biggest cardio. But after that I lost the beach because I moved to the city. So now I've made the gym my routine, so I'll wake up at like 6:20, 6:30 in the morning, some days 6. So like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, my boyfriend Jun drives, so he drops me off on the way, so I'll wake up at 6:20, leave with him. But on Tuesday and Thursday he starts a little later, so I'll go in at like I'll wake up at 6 AM and then be at the gym for like 6:50, 6:57, let's just say 7 AM. So I'll be there at that time. And what I do is I'll show you when I go gym, because I'm gonna go gym today. I go on an incline of 8 and a speed of 6, and I do that for half an hour. And I kid you not, I've been the same weight, 57, for almost November, December, January, February, 4 months, and that's the most I've ever been able to maintain a weight. For me, that's a massive achievement. Before I'd be like, I want to lose weight, I want to lose more weight, I want to lose more weight. But again, the more you like age, so old, the more you age, you decide that it's more about maintaining rather than like going up and down, up and down, up and down. So now I'm like at a point where I'm like, if I can lose more weight, I'll be really, really happy. But if I can like stay the same, I'll also be really happy, because I look back on all the times where I was just like really happy on life, but wasn't happy like with my body image and the amount of stuff that like I didn't do. And like I'm like, when I'm 65, when I'm 70, I'm gonna look back and be like, I had all of that youth and I didn't use it. Like, yeah, that actually gets me emotional. So I think that's a really, really like important thing. And I'm so sorry if this video has been all over the place, but it's just like sometimes I get so overly excited about like things I want to speak about that it is all over the place, and then when I make a list I lose motivation. So I was just like, you know what, it's important to start somewhere. This behind me, I wouldn't usually like even, you know, take a photo in front of it, but I'm just like, let it go, you know, like just chill vibes. It can clean itself. Joke. Yeah. I hope this video wasn't too long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you hang in there and like don't give up on me, because every now and then I'm like, let me make a video. But yeah, so I can't even be like I'm gonna upload, but I really want to. Hopefully. I love you. If you like this video, LS, like and subscribe. Love you, bye.